Okay, I'm continuing my reading, and what I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. Right now, I am in Leviticus, and this is chapter 18. This will put us 2/3 of the way through Leviticus. So here we go, chapter 18. Israel shall not live as the Egyptians and Canaanites. Marriages to many close relatives and others forbidden. Homosexuality and other sex perversions are an abomination. Land spews out those nations which practice sexual abominations. This is going to be a very important chapter for our modern day. Here we go. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am the Lord your God. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do. Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances. Ye shall do my judgments, and keep mine ordinances, to walk therein. I am the Lord your God. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord. Now this is an interesting one. He talks about their ordinances, talking about the Egyptians and Canaanites. Now in the church, the ordinances, those are the religious ceremonies and rites that we do to make covenants with God. This would indicate then that these ordinances of the Egyptians and Canaanites are the pagan religious rituals and rites, the human sacrifices that are being done. In some places, what was divine prostitution, where you would actually, to worship the certain god, you would go in and sleep with all the priestesses. So he's saying you don't do those things. I've given you my ordinances. You keep my ordinances. You do not stay away from those guys. That stuff we don't do. Okay. This is a injunction against idol worship and against mixing religions. So here we go. Verse 6. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him, to uncover their nakedness. I am the Lord. The nakedness of thy father, nor the nakedness of thy mother, shalt thou not uncover. She is thy mother, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of thy father's wife shalt thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. The nakedness of thy son's daughter, or of thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for theirs is thine own nakedness. The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister, she is thy father's near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife. She is thine aunt. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter, or her daughter's daughter, to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswoman. It is wickedness. Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister, to vex her, to uncover her nakedness beside the other in her lifetime. Okay, we're going to pause here. There is a lot of familial relationships being talked about here. Of course, father, mother, brother, sister. But it also says thy father's wife, which is talking about plural marriage again. So if your father has multiple wives, it's like Reuben was condemned for having an affair with Jacob's wife Bilhah. No. Son-in-law, daughter-in-law, grandchildren, all these relations, even if they're not blood relations, because remember it says if thy uncle's wife. So that's not a blood relation, but it is a relation because of the marriage. The marriage makes them a near kinsman. So all this stuff. And you are not to have a woman and her daughter. But not only that, so it's like you, and when it says uncover her nakedness, this is not just sex. This is marriage as well. This is the whole intimate relationship. So you can't marry a woman and marry her daughter. You can't marry a woman and her granddaughter. So these are the things. But there is the one thing here. Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister, to vex her, to uncover her nakedness beside the other in her lifetime. You can't marry sisters. Now, this is an interesting one because we know that Jacob married Leah and Rachel. Married them within a week of each other. But there was a very much strained relationship there because of that. Now, I don't blame Jacob on that one. Leah was part of the whole, there was a whole deception and Leah was part of it. So, but God is saying, don't do this. Don't marry two sisters because it's going to cause hard feelings. But I do note that everything else that is listed before that, we have that ending point there. It is wickedness, and then this is listed. All the other relationships are listed, and then it states this is wickedness, and then after that, it states not to marry sisters. I find that interesting. I make no further comment on it, but I do find it interesting. And let us pick this up in verse 19. Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she is put apart for her uncleanness. Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife, to defile thyself with her. Okay, apart from her, put apart for her uncleanness, that is when she is menstruating. That's what it is. No sex at that time. And then no having sex with your neighbor's wife. No adultery. Verse 21, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord. No child sacrifices. Now, in the modern day, of course, we don't burn children to death like they did for Molech. But we do still offer our children in abortions as sacrifices to our modern gods of convenience and empowerment and all that. It's the same thing. So let us move on though. Verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. And the land is defiled. Therefore I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it, and the land itself vomiteth out her inhabitants. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourneth among you. For all these abominations have the men of the land done which were before you, and the land is defiled. That the land spew you not out also when ye defile it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you. For whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them shall be cut off from among their people. Therefore shall ye keep mine ordinance, that ye commit not any one of these abominable customs which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am the Lord your God. Now, there's a lot of interesting things. Now, that whole statement there, of course, yes, just in case anybody missed it. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. This is talking about homosexuality. And then, of course, you have beastiality in there, too. Don't have sex with animals. Yeah. But it is interesting that it doesn't just defile the people. It defiles the land itself. The earth itself is wounded by the practice. By the two practices, homosexuality and bestiality. The land itself, the very earth, despises it. It is a sore to have this kind of wickedness on the earth, and the earth will eventually rebel, or not rebel, but will eventually turn against those who commit these kind of abominations. The land itself vomiteth them up. It spews them out because of the defilement. This gives us the imagery of the body purging itself of disease when you get sick. The whole point of vomiting is to try and expel the bacteria and virus, whatever it is that's making you, whatever foreign substance is making you ill. You vomit it up in order to purge the body of it. The earth is doing the same thing. These things are so abominable to God that the earth itself reviles them and will act against them. How exactly that works is not said, but it's a very powerful imagery there that these acts are a parasitical foreign substance that is causing illness in the very earth itself. And just as our bodies vomit out foreign substances to purge itself, the earth will do the same thing to those who engage in these kind of evilness, these kinds of abominations. Very powerful imagery there. But pretty sure this is going to make a lot of people mad. I'll just leave it there.